dream I know, deep up my feelings for you.
Alright, my wonderful people, welcome back to my wonderful channel, Reality Latest Gist. As we're giving a back-to-back update and information as today hot. So if today is your first time to join our wonderful channel, I beg may you like, subscribe and share. But don't forget to turn notification bell to get notified anytime we draw a news so that you could be the first to watch out my people. No be small matter they happen for this country. Hey, the matter I can't give it that BC. After the disastrous trouncing in the Ondo state governorship election 2 months ago, the People Democratic Party (PDP) could be headed towards death. Hey, they think by if they fail to revive their party in today's governorship election in Ondo state. But my people, before I go bring the matter, before I go yarn the main story, I go like welcome all my basic subscribers and viewers. I thank you now for joining us on today's wonderful news. I am my people, make I yarn the main story. My people, after the calamitous trouncing in Edo state governorship election 2 months ago, the People Democratic Party (PDP) is headed towards death. The way we tell say, if they fail to revive their party in today's governorship election in Ondo state. However, having repeated the same mistake that was done in Edo state governorship election, the prospect of the PDP crashing in on the well-advertised crisis in the ruling All Progressive Congress are far-fetched. Now, wait, Emmanuel, they talk. He don't come back and talk, say, if they feel remember when APC in Ondo state entered a predictable storm after the death of the Governor Rotimi Kerodolu, that crisis was pushed by the effort of the late governor's loyalists to frustrate the emergency of his former deputy, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, as their new boss. So the frustration of the camp of Akeredolu camp was vented earlier this week when the former governor's widow, Betty, in apparent bitterness at the prospect of Aiyedatiwa winning a fresh team, went on X to call Nigeria a zoo country. Meanwhile, the defeat of the People Democratic Party in Edo State means that for the first time since the advent of the Fourth Republic, the party does not have a clear dominance in any of the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. If you check the South, Unagosi said the PDP holds fame only in Delta, Bayelsa and Akwa Ibom. With Edo and Cross River in the hands of the APC, both parties can only gesticulate in Rivers State. So the PDP governor of Rivers State, similarly Fubara, and his main bike-backer, Nyesom Wike, are agreed on only one point. That is on the re-election of the APC president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So it means the Rivers State, once a mainstay of the PDP, is gone. In the Southeast, the PDP can only find presence in Enugu State. So the question now is the PDP doomed to inevitable death? That be the question we're on board. The collapse of the PDP and the possible reduction of Nigeria to a one-party state is not something any Democrat enthusiastic desires. Indeed, the loss of Edo State came after the national leadership of the party decided to jettison local interests and advance the selfish interests of those in Abuja. So as it stands now, it is remarkable that the negotiations that brought Godwin Obaseki into the party were held with supposed party godfathers in Port Harcourt, Uyo and Abuja, and not with local partisan of the party in Edo State. So following the tour around this PowerPoint of the People Democratic Party, Obaseki came to Benin and told the party leaders in the state that he was now their leader. Meanwhile, this correspondent is aware that prior to the crisis in APC, that the local leadership of the PDP in Edo State had envisaged the prospect of Obaseki, following that with his godfather, Comrade Soshomole. So the local chapter in envisaging the prospect of Obaseki defecting from the APC had lower criticisms of Obaseki in 2019, waiting to negotiate on their terms. So the leadership in Abuja beat them to it and quickly admitted Obaseki without carrying the PDP leaders in the state along. That was where the problem started. It was because of this that Obaseki had the effortry to summon some of his aide and party chief, as he did in October 2021, and said to them he has suspended the party national vice chairman, South, Chief Dan Obi. That act of ingratitude to that man, who acted as his campaign manager, was also spread to Engineer Moroge Ogwediyama, the man who surrounded the governorship ticket that was his. So right now, my people waiting, all of them, they talk now, be say, if the PDP desire to reinvent themselves in Edo and across the country, they say they must begin to carry their local chapter along in crucial decision making and stop all this mago because now they put them for trouble. Because if you check today's candidates in Ondo State, Agbola Ajele, just 4 years ago, embarrassed the PDP after he was gloriously welcomed only to ditch the party for the Zenith Labour Party at the last minute. Now, the party has returned to their vomit by gifting him the ticket, apparently without recourse, to the local tendency led by Ayitoya Jegede, who has led the party in the past few years, even if PDP were to confess their sins to the local leaders of the party in Edo State. Manuel de talk say reviving the party there will be specially taxing for several reasons. One of the challenges the PDP has to tackle in Edo State is the fact that the new APC governor of the state has the PDP gene in his politics. It was easy for many PDP leaders in Edo State to dump Basiki and gravitate towards the APC candidate because they saw him as their brother. Irrespective of the new excellent regime of Asi Hodalo, the PDP candidate in the last election, the shadow of Obaseki turned into a snare that immobilized support for him when it really mattered at the time of coalition. Some people, as the matter be now, one man that ordinarily would have helped the PDP out of the mess in Edo State is Chief Dan Obi. However, Dan Obi is also a snake, given that Mondo Obolo and many of those who ditched the party for the APC just before the election were his linchpins. So as the tenure of the PDP state executive runs out in about 1 month, the PDP has the option of either sticking to the Obaseki tendency, it's gifted the structure, or abiding by democratic tenet that would allow the legacy PDP contest for their position. The attitude in Edo State and everywhere else is undoubtedly the only way to stop the funeral of the PDP if care is not taken. So right now, they don't tell them. A lot of places don't have PDP in place. So I didn't mean say Obaseki no act up that way. PDP would have stand in Edo State. According to waiting Emmanuel Azikere talk, because that disastrous way happened in Edo State election, it no supposed happen. So if PDP fails to revive themselves in today's election, governorship election on Ondo State, they are heading towards their death. So I guess I would like to know your thoughts, your contributions, your opinions in our comment section. We'd love to hear from you once again. Thank you all so much for staying to it. But if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube page yet, please do us a favor to like and subscribe and also share. But don't forget the notification bell to get notified whenever we drop our video, because I'm sure you don't want to miss out the trend and latest news happening on social media. To all our amazing subscribers and viewers, thank you so much for joining us. On this note, we have come to the end of this segment. Like me next. Bye for now.